for our first jam, we've got Noose up on the jam line for SoCo, and she's going to be facing off against Funky Pebbles.
Take that, TJ. Where did he go? Where did your dad stand stuff? That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, brother.
And they're off right off the line. Funky Pebbles delivers a big hit to Noose. Doesn't affect Noose much. She's back in. Both jammers through. Funky Pebbles taking lead jammer. Noose right behind her on her tail. Funky Pebbles going to go ahead and call off that jam. Probably a wise decision with the other jammer right on your tail. And Wee Bonnie Bruiser's ready to play. She's already up on the jam line for the SoCoJRD Delinquents. And it's going to be Dream Demon on the jam line for SoCo. Dream Demon taking the outside. And she's through, got lead jammer status right behind her Wee Bonnie Bruiser. Both jammers coming back into the pack and through. Dream Demon earning 4 points on that pass. Wee Bonnie Bruiser back up and out. And that's going to be 3 points. There was a no pass, no penalty during that little fall that happened in the pack in turn number 2. Dream Demon back in the pack, through again, another 4 points on the board for SoCo. Wee Bonnie Bruiser into the pack. Gonna get a major cut. That's gonna send Wee Bonnie Bruiser off the track and turn this into a power jam for Dream Demon, who once again walks right by the pack, earning a 5-point grand slam for Southern Colorado Junior Roller Derby. Another 5 points on the board for Dream Demon. She comes with the pack again. Dream Demon coming back up into the pack and walking right through for another 5 points on the board for SoCo. Dream Demon will go ahead and call off that jam. Sorry, I had to step away for just a minute. Scully, lead jammer for SoCo. Funky Pebbles headed back to the penalty box again. It looks like Zoomerang jamming for the Derby Delinquents. 5 points on the board already for Scully. Scully takes the outside, running right through the pack again. Another 5 points up on the board. Zoomerang having some trouble getting around that wall of black at the front of the pack there as Scully comes back into the pack. Finds a little resistance from Whippersnapper from Funky Pebbles, but she's through. Another 5 points on the board for SoCo. Meanwhile, Zoomerang still stuck at the back of the pack. Continues to be recycled by those SoCo blockers. Hold her back, but she gets through. Zoomerang out of the pack. Finally, 4 points on the board for Scully during that last pass. points, another 4 points on the board, and she calls off that jam. For SoCo, it's going to be Bam Bam. And that's going to be Danny Dargo on the line for the Derby Delinquents. Bam Bam taking out Danny Dargo right off the jam line right after the whistle blows. Bam Bam out of the back, lead jammer status. I gotta correct myself, that's actually Stinkerbell out there jamming for Southside Derby Delinquents this time. Bam Bam works her way around Wee Bonnie Bruiser. And earns 5 points on the board for SoCo. SoCo doing a good job dominating this pack. The blockers doing a good job holding back the jammer. And looks like this has turned into a power jam for SoCo as Bam Bam puts another 5 on the board. Working her way through, takes a hit from Wee Bonnie Bruiser. Wee Bonnie Bruiser looking to recycle her back, took a knee there, though that's going to make it eligible for Bam Bam to come right back on the track and earn another 5 points for SoCo. Stinkerbell back on the track as the jam comes to an end.
Danny's already approaching the pack, pushing towards the front. She's got a big cheese through. She calls the jam. Participants for any of the points.
Lucy back up on the jam line for SoCo, and she's going to face off against Punky Pebbles for the Derby Delinquents. And they're off. In case you missed it, one whistle releases everybody this time. Both jammers take a fall as they come to the front of the pack there. Lead jammer status going to Punky Pebbles. But out in front is Noose. Not lead jammer, but going to put some points on the board for SoCo. Not going to happen as Punky Pebbles calls off the jam. Alrighty, we're going to work on getting a score for you guys so you kind of know where we're at here. Munzira, who's helping me out on the mic, is going over to our scorekeeper to get it. And looks like we've got Whipper Snapper jamming for the Derby Delinquents and Cat 5 jamming for SoCo. Both jammers have a little resistance as they come through the pack, but lead jammer goes to Cat 5 as she comes out of the back. And it's also going to be a power jam for SoCo as Whipper Snapper goes to the penalty box for a major back block. The score update 61-7. SoCo currently in the lead. Cat 5 put another 5 up on the board for SoCo. Looks like we probably got a destruction happening there. As I see one person leaving the track there, it's going to be Danny Darko going to the penalty box for that destruction. 5 more points on the board for Bam Bam. Whippersnapper back into the pack, looking for a way through. Cat 5 going to go ahead and call off that jam.
I don't think she understands what happened. Okay. That lead,
Alright, we got Noose on the jam line for SoCo. And Bonnie Bruiser is lead jammer. Noose in the front. Bonnie Bruiser going to go ahead and call off that jam. Probably a wise call with the other jammer being in front.
Pull it together.
Alright, it's going to be Scully on the jam line for SoCo. She's going to be facing up against Molly Layamau. Scully taking the outside, getting right out of that pack, taking the lead jammer status for SoCo. Laylee out of the pack, not lead jammer, but going to try to put some points on the board for the Delinquents. Scully, meanwhile, into the pack, looking for a way through. Laylee coming through, earning 5 points for the Delinquents on that pass. Just busting right through the pack. Scully signals the call off the jam after putting her points up on the board. Hey, we got Lulu Limbo up on the jam line for the Derby Delinquents. She's going to be facing off against Dream Demon for SoCo. Bonnie Bruiser trying to hold back Dream Demon, but Dream Demon takes lead jammer. Lulu Limbo coming out of the front of the back, not going to be a lead jammer, but going to try to put some more points on the board for the Delinquents. Dream Demon already into the pack, looking to get through. Bonnie Bruiser taking her to the outfield, recycling her all the way back, but Bonnie Bruiser headed off to the penalty box. 4 points on the board for Dream Demon. Lulu Limbo back into the pack, looking for her way out of the pack so she can put some points on the board. Getting held up by Bam Bam and Scully in the pack. Meanwhile, we've got Dream Demon through, putting another 5 points on the board as Cutie Pie comes and joins us in the penalty box. Dream Demon through, another 5 points on the board for SoCo. Lulu's still looking for a way through. Dream Demon taking the inside. Nobody saw her. She's invisible, apparently. 5 points on the board for Dream Demon. And 4 points on the board for Lulu Limbo. She finally made her way out of the pack. Alrighty, this time for sure, it's Danny Darko jamming for the Delinquents. And Knives gonna be up on the jam line for SoCo. And they're off. Knives finding the holes, coming right through. Lead jammer status going to Knives with SoCo. Danny Darko still looking for a way around the wall of black that she's up against there. She's out, making her way out. Not going to be lead jammer, but going to be looking to make some points. Meanwhile, Knives walking right through the pack. 4 points on the board for SoCo. Danny looking to get through the pack. Beautiful hit there delivered to Knives as she comes into the back. 4 points on the board for the Delinquents. Looks like Wee Bonnie Bruiser going off the track and sitting in the bad girl box. Knives, meanwhile, through the pack again for another 4 points on the board for SoCo. Knives coming back up on the pack, and this time it's going to be 5 points on the board as she passes Danny in the pack as well. Danny still looking for a way through. She may have found her hole, and she did. She's through. 4 more points on the board for the Delinquents. And I see Mini Mischief up on the jam line for the Delinquents. Getting a little help from one of the referees, barred up there, making sure her equipment was right. Bam Bam taking the jam line for SoCo. Both jammers slamming in each other as the whistle blows. Both looking for a way through. Bam Bam finds her way through the inside. Taking lead jammer for SoCo once again. Mini Mischief still trying to figure out how to get out of that pack. Takes a hit from Noose, but she's right back up. Bam Bam into the pack, finds that inside line and takes advantage of it. 5 points on the board for SoCo. Mini Mischief still looking for a way around. Both jammers in the pack. Whippersnapper delivering a few hits to Bam Bam there, trying to keep her back, trying to keep her from getting more points. But she busts through the pack. That's another 5 on the board for SoCo. Mini Mischief still looking for her way around the pack. Another 5 points on the board for Bam Bam as Mini Mischief still stuck in the back, but makes her way around Scully finally, who was kind of denying her any entrance into that backside of the pack. Jam comes to an end. Up on the jam line for SoCo. And that's going to be Latina Ballerina on the jam line for the Delinquents. the pack. Lead jammer status to SoCo. The Latina ballerina still looking for a way through the wall of black that's at the front of the pack there. Scully just sticks with the outside line. 5 points on the board for SoCo. Cutie Pie going to join us in the penalty box. That's going to give an advantage in the pack to the Derby Delinquents. Latina ballerina trying to take advantage of that. And another 5 points on the board for Scully. Dream Demon and Bam Bam doing a good job in the front of the pack there, holding back Latina ballerina. And now it's switched over to Bam Bam at 9. It was holding back Latina ballerina. She is having a time getting through that wall of SoCo girls. Another 5 points on the board in the meantime for Scully.